just so that way the people who aren't here can view it later. We're reviewing this week's assignments, reviewing the definition of reservoirs, and we're going to briefly discuss next week's topics. All of that being said, I want you to ask yourself right now, are you finished your science work? If you have finished 2 or 3 of the assignments, I'm asking you to stay on this session for the review. And if you stay and you have finished your assignments, then you're getting a bonus participation point. If you have not completed your assignments, meaning you have done only one or you have not opened any of them yet, I'm asking you to please go do them now. Please leave the session because I don't want to go over any of the answers with people that have not done the work yet. I already have a list of who has and has not completed. So if you stay right now, but you are not done your work, then I cannot give you points for it because I know that you got the answers from today's session, okay? So with that being said, anybody who needs to log off right now, bye-bye. Please go do your work. Please let me know if you have any questions, and it's due by midnight, okay? I'm going to give you some time right now to log off. All right, I got a couple people that left. Keyshawn, yes. I'm giving you permission to leave this session and I'm asking you to just watch the video that I post later. If you did finish your work tonight, I want you to stay. If you have finished, I would like for you to stay. Even if you've only done 2 assignments. What'd you say, Keyshawn? Okay. I'm saying if you have done all of your work, please stay. And I'm going to give you a bonus point. If you have not finished all of your work, please go finish it now. Okay. Yes. Keyshawn, I sent you a message back, and it was just that you deleted some of the questions. So if you want to log off right now and go look at that assignment, I assigned you a new one. Oh, yep, Amani, last thing, and then we gotta go. I think so. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about Tuesday. Tuesday's assignment is when we looked at this picture and we talked about where water is found. Keyshawn, I'm gonna mute you, okay? Um, who can tell me one thing that they learned from Tuesday or one thing that they wonder about what happened or what the assignment was on Tuesday? This was the activity 3.3 where we looked at this waterfall and I had you guys find evidence. You can raise your hand and tell me, or you can put it in the chat. Demia, go ahead. I think Demia put her hand down. Sydney, go ahead. Okay, thank you. And then Zion, did you want to say something else? Okay, so how is it able to flow off the edge like that? I like that one. Keyshawn, is your hand raised from before or is it raised for this? Okay. Keyshawn, I'm going to lower your hand. And then Zion, I'm going to lower your hand. Amani, do you want to share? Okay. Um, that's okay. Does anybody have something that they learned from this assignment? I don't need any more wonders. I need something that you might have learned. Jamel, if you wanted to put your wonder in the chat, you can. All right, let's move on to Wednesday. This might be something that we need to revisit next week. That's why I wanted to know if we have more things that we learned or more things that we wonder. What did you guys learn from the reading about glaciers? Or what do you wonder from the reading about glaciers? Sydney. Okay. Freshwater. So I appreciate you adding in that part about freshwater. This does not include salt water. So it's not 70% of all of the water in the world. You're right, Sydney. It's 70% of the freshwater supply. Thank you. Zion, go ahead. Oh, okay, Zion. What's a reservoir? You can answer, Zion. It's okay if you don't know, though. Lakes, go ahead. Okay. Well, we are definitely going to talk about that. That was one of the things that we said we would discuss in this lesson. My people that I have not heard from or participated from yet, I don't know about that bonus point for participation if I don't hear any answers from you. So please make sure that you are typing answers in the chat or raising your hand to participate. Does anybody have anything that they wonder about glaciers? You can raise your hand or you can put it in the chat. I haven't heard from Aaron. I haven't heard from Jaden Wright. I haven't heard from Jordan. I haven't heard from London, Micaiah, Ramaya, Sinai. Anybody have something that they wonder? Jordan, go ahead. Okay. Was there somebody else with their hand up? I don't think so. Somebody put something in the chat. Zion said, how is the ice moving into the water? Okay, let's talk about Thursday. I saw that somebody had a question about the video from Thursday or the active. This is activity 3.4, where I had that kind of long video that I posted. Does anybody want to share something that they learned or wondered from this activity? Sydney. Okay. I agree. Oceans are huge. They are a huge part of the reservoirs of water. Does anybody else want to add something, either a learned or a wonder? Remember, those people that have not participated yet, I need to see some action from you. It can be in the chat. Is there anybody that I have heard from that wanted to share? All right, Sanai said oceans are bigger and larger than most lakes. Sanai, I definitely agree with you. Is 100% true. I don't want to give away the answer to the next part, but last thing, are there any wonders about this activity? I know somebody said that they have a question or they needed help with this assignment. That can go under wonder as well. Zion? Okay, thank you. Let's move on to the review of reservoirs. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I want you to say in the chat, this is where some of you are going to get your participation points. True or false, a reservoir is a supply or a source of something. That's the definition of a reservoir. Put true or T in the chat for true, or you can put false or F in the chat for false. Okay, I see a lot of trues. True, T. Yes, so this one is true. A reservoir is a supply or a source of something. Notice that it says something and not just water. Okay, here's the next one. True or false? A reservoir can only be a supply of water. Can a reservoir only be a supply of water like a lake, a river, an ocean, or can other things be reservoirs? False. That's okay, Jaden. Okay, does anybody want to explain why they chose false for this one? Because it does look like we're mostly saying false. Or would you like to give me an example? Zion, go ahead. Right, so a reservoir can be a supply of anything in the world at all. I gave an example of in the lesson, a reservoir is a supply of oil, or it can be a supply of water, like we said. It can be a supply of food. Anything that is being stored or supplied for future use is a reservoir. Okay, this is the last true or false question. The largest reservoir of water in the world is the world's oceans. Is that true or false? Take 10 more seconds to send your answer in the chat. Okay, good job. You guys all got that one right. So it is true. The oceans are the largest supply of water in the world. Let's look back at that picture from Thursday's activity. Hopefully I can clear up some questions. These two beakers that I have my mouse over right now was showing the example of the amount of water that the world's oceans hold, and then compared to all of the other reservoirs of water on Earth. So we had, I'm trying to read it, glaciers, we had groundwater, lakes, the atmosphere, and we can see clearly that the oceans had the most water, the oceans have the